Well, Halloween and spiders, these things, they're really synonymous.
But are we right to be afraid? Our guests say spiders are good.
Yeah, well, they know. They're both entomologists, Dr. Jody Green and Dr. Jonathan Larson.
Oh my God. You
guys are jokers.
Well, for scientists, I feel like you're pretty fun.
Entomologists are weird. We like to have fun.
We like weird around here, so you're in good company.
But some people think spiders are weird. That's why they're afraid. Why are people afraid of spiders? I'm not. Spiders don't bother me. Snakes I have a problem with, but spiders don't bother me.
Well, those are the top two phobias.
Yeah.
And I think that people are afraid of things that are least like us. So, spiders, they move differently, they see differently, and then they got the fangs.
Right,
so,
right.
that scares people. And they're usually in like dark corners where we don't see them until it's scary.
And Jonathan, what makes them good?
Well, spiders are really keystone predators. We have to have them in the environment. Without them, we'd have way more mosquitoes and moths, all those different kinds of bugs that you don't want around. So you do want to have some spiders in your lawn and in your landscape.
In the fall, I think we see a lot more spiders. Are we seeing more this fall than years past?
Feels like it.
Or is it just, we haven't seen them for a while?
It seems like it, just because this summer was really warm, but it wasn't very dry. It was kind of wet, and so we had a lot of moisture, and that helped a lot of the bugs that the spiders eat to be successful. So the
there's
spiders
more
have
food,
also,
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
You brought in some spiders for us this morning. Are these would you consider these to be common?
Yeah.
Like this guy?
I mean, we are getting a lot of calls at the Extension office, both of us in Omaha and Lincoln, with this with wolf spiders. And I've got people completely convinced that they've got tarantulas.
So that's a wolf spider.
This is a wolf spider.
If I see that in my house,
yes, this was in someone's house.
I'm none too pleased.
Yeah. It's true. But
Is he dangerous?
No, they are not dangerous. There are only really 2 spiders in Nebraska that have venom that are dangerous.
Big that thing is, though.
Okay, hold on. I want to look at these other 2, and then I want to get back to
Hold
venom.
it up with that. Hold it up with the big there.
Look
so
how,
you can see the
because to
comparative
me
size.
that's
there's-
like the average size of something that I would.
This is a funnel weaver. This is a wolf spider. This is the largest spider in Nebraska.
And then this fella.
This was a little orb weaver that's cold. And
Is that why he's not moving?
Yeah,
she's
alive. She's all curled up.
She's alive though.
Yeah.
She
When
is.
I
We
let her
promise.
out, she'll be very
Why does
happy.
she curl up, though? Why does she do that?
She's trying to keep warm. Bugs can't warm themselves. They don't have warm blood like we do.
Oh, okay. Now, what do we do to keep these things out of our houses? Because my wife and kids would like nothing more than to keep them outside.
There's a few different things. We've got some traps here with us today. These are both glue
Glue board.
traps, glue board traps.
And this picture, is that what it looks like when the spider gets cut up?
Nope.
Nope, that's the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a stone. I was wondering if that was glue.
that's
Those
okay.
are some eggs that are under her there. They
What-
carry their eggs around. Some of the wolf spiders
yeah,
do.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's native to Nebraska?
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And then this spider?
an
That's
orb weaver.
an orb weaver, a barn spider, really common around lights.
Okay, I've seen that on my deck,
Yep.
like spanning from the railing last week. And then this one?
Oh, these are my favorite. This is a jumping spider. I
love
love
your
your
excitement.
Muppet. It's so cute.
The big
look at
puppy
those
dog eyes.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's got some prey. It's got a fly there, but those green, the fangs.
Are those the fangs, the green things?
Yeah. And then this is the funnel web weaver that you often see in your lawn. If you ever see like a weird web funnel in the dew in your lawn in the morning, this is the spider that's created
That's
that.
doing that. Okay,
Yeah.
you said there were a couple of spiders.
Yeah.
What's that?
So the brown recluse and the black widow. So this is a picture of the brown recluse spider, and you won't usually see these because
That's
they're
nasty,
recluse.
right? That's nasty.
Those are one of the ones that we worry about here in Nebraska.
Yeah.
They have a necrotizing venom, which means that it can dissolve cells. And sometimes those wounds that they inflict get infected. That's usually what you see on the internet, those horror story pictures on the internet.
Yeah.
That's what really has happened there is they got MRSA in their spider bite or something like that.
And the other one?
The brown recluse. I mean the black widow spider.
Okay. I mean, we
and
know
we
that
don't-
because of the red hourglass
Yeah.
on its
Yeah.
back, right?
Yeah.
So that's what it looked. But you didn't bring one in.
I didn't. I don't have
Thank
one.
you for that. You did bring-
Around here?
They're in the southern portion of the state. They're not super common in Nebraska.
You did bring one more spider
We did,
in, Jonathan.
yes.
What is
This is
introduce
Rosie.
us to her, because so many
Everybody
people have
say
been
hello.
excited to
That's
see her.
a big fur ball.
This is Rosie, the rose hair tarantula. So you wanna hold your hand?
Yeah.
So Rosie is part of our arthropod zoo.
And
She visits all the children in Omaha. I'd like to
not
make her the
touching
official
her today,
mascot
just so you
of
know.
Halloween.
No, Mary can
I'm
handle that. Mary.
I'm not freaking out being this close to her, but I'd rather not hold her.
No,
'cause I
hold
don't
her.
wanna get-
Would you hold her, Mary?
I'm good.
Pet her,
I mean, she's
hold her?
beautiful, but I'm not interested in making friends. I'm sorry,
I'll hold
Mike.
her.
You can.
Now, tell us about tarantulas.
So tarantulas are some of the largest spiders that we have. The largest species of tarantula is the Goliath bird-eating tarantula.
And
in
look
the
how they
Amazon.
move.
And she's very graceful.
She is very graceful.
Where is she in the size spectrum?
I would say that she's sort of a medium small. She's not one of the bigger types. She's a rose hair tarantula. That's why she has that sort of pinkish hue to her fur.
Where is she found naturally?
She's from Chile.
How smart are these? Do they have any brains in there?
They do.
I mean,
Insects and
how smart
spiders
are
have
these?
multiple brains.
Yeah.
They're not very big, so they're not very smart or wise, but they can learn things. She knows that when I open the lid, that usually means that something good and delicious is coming her way.
Okay, so she knows when you're going to feed her.
Exactly.
That's about it. She
Yeah.
doesn't do anything else. No tarantula tricks.
No. She knows when the lights are out that it's night, and when the lights are on, it's day. She's not too wise.
You shared your favorite with us. Your favorite spider. Jonathan, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, the black and yellow garden spider, otherwise known as the zipper spider. People see them in their gardens a lot. They make that zigzag pattern in the middle of their web, and they're about this big, and they're a bright black and yellow color. They look like Iowa fans.
See, I would, I would see that, and because of the colors, I would think there's something dangerous about that spider.
Sure. Yeah, we have warning coloration with a lot of spiders, but those ones, their venom doesn't pose much of a hazard, and they're very beneficial in your garden. They catch a lot of moths that are trying to lay eggs on your plants.
So your message today, is it about getting spiders out of our homes? Because we were sort of in the point about how to get rid of them without killing them.
So spiders, if they're in your house and you don't want them there, there's lots of things you can do. The glue traps are an organic way to do it, right, Jody?
Yeah, but basically, if there's spiders in your house, it's an indication that there's insect prey in there, other pests. So you want
you
to
gotta
seal
spray.
them out.
Yeah.
So
Do you
yeah,
spray-
I
do you
mean,
spray for
spraying
insects?
is something that you can do, but a lot of times there's gaps under the door, so weather stripping, closing your doors, and also turning your lights off at night because they'll attract other insects that will attract the spiders.
makes
So
sense.
your point is, don't worry as much about the spiders. Get rid of the other insects, and the spiders
that's
will
good too.
disappear
Yeah.
too.
And spider bites are very rare.
Yeah, and the thing that's most fascinating about these spiders are their webs, like we talked about. I mean, some of the webs that they produce, and you've seen, especially this time of year, out on the corners of your houses or on your decks, they're just huge. It's incredible. How do they do that?
So they make spider silk in their abdomen, and if you look at the back end of Rosie, you can see where her silk comes out. There's sort of a bald spot there on her rear end.
Yeah.
And she doesn't make webs. She can
Right up
spin
here.
silk and sort of make blankets with it, like you see here.
Oh,
she
that's hers. Wait,
Yeah.
will you hold
She's-
that up?
hold that up for a
I
second.
thought that was like a Spanish moss.
Nope, no.
So
So
she spun that.
Yeah, she sort of weaves the dirt that she lives on together and uses it sort of like a pillow.
Oh, wow.
But
That's
most spiders,
interesting.
they create their web to catch food, and
Yeah.
they make it using proteins and stuff in their body.
It's fascinating.
I'm so glad the two of you could join us today to talk about and bring some science to Halloween, because we talk about all the fun stuff that comes with the day, but to talk about spiders and get some real facts. So both of them, they represent Douglas, Sarpy counties and then Lancaster County, Nebraska Extension as a whole, and you can learn more about what they're up to at extension.unl.edu.
Thanks for bringing Rosie in.
Thanks for
And
having us.
Mary's-
Thank you.
You're very calm right now.
No, I'm good.
Do we wanna
It's-
hold?
No,
You wanna hold,
I'll
Rosie?
tell you what, it's the sensation on my hand.
I got
It's
you.
But
like
it doesn't
I'm not,
bother you
I'm
being
good
this
now.
close.
No.
Like that close doesn't bother you. It's just the touch.
It's
okay.
just the touch.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Appreciate it. It's time to announce a contender.